Principal problem here is that a lot of traffic comes up from Montrose first thing in the morning and needs to cross the lane behind me running south on the way to turning right to head to Aberdeen up the road. There's also a significant amount of agricultural and business traffic around here. There are a lot of buses that cross this junction, and we're standing in the middle of a stretch of 20 miles of road between Brechin and Stonehaven, in which stretch there is neither an underpass nor a flyover. If you've got a heavy vehicle, a long vehicle or a slow vehicle, there is no alternative route across the A90. Those factors add up to making this an extremely dangerous stretch of the road.
Well, we have 8 articulated vehicles going out every day. It's sometimes quite dangerous, and if you're fully loaded you need a little bit of time to get going. And well, some cars just don't realise that.
Well, I think the tractors and trailers are a huge problem because they can be longer than a lorry, and the central reservation, it isn't wide enough to take them. They've got to sit at ridiculous angles once they're there, and often they can't see what's coming northbound. The lorries, again, they can be longer than the reservation itself, and the back end of their trailers are hanging over onto the fast lane. It is really, really dangerous.
The Laurencekirk junction is a definite hazard, particularly when you get loads like wind turbines, which have to be escorted by vans with flashing lights and the like. There's quite a difficulty in approaching a junction such as that.
The 50 mile an hour limit is certainly a lot better than when they were doing 70, 80 mile an hour, because it gives you a little bit more time to get across into the middle. It still doesn't give you enough time, but it's better than it was before. But the ideal thing would be a flyover or a big roundabout.
I think nobody wants to take responsibility for it. Our government will tell you that with any new developments going on in Laurencekirk, it would have to be done, but it would have to be developer funded. Angus Council don't want any responsibility for it because it's in Aberdeenshire. Aberdeenshire don't see why they should have to do it because it's a trunk road, and trunk road is Bear Scotland's responsibility. So at the end of the day, nobody wants to know about it.
What we've seen is clearly a very dangerous situation. Transport Scotland insists that any upgrade to this junction will be paid for by developers, but having spoken to the developers and the local planners, it's entirely clear that there will never be enough building close enough to the South Junction to even scratch the surface on the costs involved. But we've got a pre-existing problem. It's Transport Scotland's problem, and they need to sort it before somebody gets hurt or killed.